Okay, so the magic circle is a circle of fourths, except between C and E, there's the third. And we went through this before. This is the magic fret. We have keep in mind which way it's going, up and down, counterclockwise, clockwise. I don't like to memorize rights and lefts. For instance, when I was learning the pentatonics, you could look at C instead. You can look at it as an S2L and then an S3S on top, right? So let's look at that C box right here. We have an S2L here, 3, 5, 6 root there. And without the fourth there, if you're not going to do it diatonically and you're just doing it pentatonically, then you'd have to remember that the 2 goes over the 6 and the 3 goes over the 7, or it goes to the left there. Instead of trying to memorize, rights and lefts and counterclockwise and clockwise, it's better to do diatonic things and to realize that it's going to stack directly on top. So the S2S is going to stack, the S3S is going to stack directly on top of the S2L there, if you use the fourth. So instead of the remembering that the S3S, that just this box 2, 3, 5, 6 and the warped over root 2 is got to be to the left of that. So don't worry about whether it's counterclockwise or clockwise. It'll become obvious. Whether you're going one way or the other. You get used to these kind of distances in the fretboard. Okay, so that's pretty much what this chart has for us. Again, this is the missing fret that is responsible because of the third that is in between the root and the third in the magic fret, which is the magic circle. And like I say, it's useful for things. This is the cage diagram, all right, where we show the cage as C-A-R-E-D. And what I wanted to also bring out, come to think of it, is the 3 magic circles. I want to show you something. When you have a tripentatonic box, okay, there's 3, there's the 1, the 4, and the 5 in it. So in C it'd be C, F, G. Okay, so here's the C box, here's C, and here's an E-shaped F, the 4th. Alright, let me show you the okay, so we have our C box here. It's C-shaped root, E-shaped 4th, which is the Lydian 4th, right? It's going to be like that. And then we have the G. So C goes to, these are the 3 magic circles for each of these. And that's all in the same box. The C box, which is the tripentatonic C shape, E shape, G shape, right? C shape, E shape, G shape. Well, I did all these out, and it turns out that they're the same thing, just like a little merry-go-round. C went down here, and then C went over here for the 5th. But the relationships are still the same for each of them. So what it turns out is the only third in the magic circle is between C and E. It doesn't matter if we're doing the 4th, okay, the 4th shape. So here's an E-shaped 4th right here on the magic circle. If we go 1 counterclockwise, let's go clockwise so we could get to the 4th. So we go to an A-shaped 4th on that F, right? Well, that's going to be way up somewhere. So the A-shaped 4th, where the E-shaped 4th is here, just 1 turn of that magic circle of that 4th of this particular box here, the tripentatonic, blooper, is going to take us all the way up to this A-shaped fourth up here. It's very interesting. So this is going to go to here. It's almost an octave. It's almost an octave. Okay, once again, I went the wrong way on the magic circle. I knew it was way up too high here. So that's what happens with caged in the magic circle. You know, instead of going up 3, you go down 1. So really, the next neighbor to that E shape, that E shaped F fourth, is going to be the C shape F, and it's going to start, you know, up here. So it's going to start up here. It's just that C shaped F right here. All right. So it works for the first, the fourth, and the fifth. I know we want to get into more playing, and F is wonderful, but the point is that no matter how many pentatonic, scales are within one box, in this case it's just 1, 4, 5, the major, the Ionian, the Lydian, and the Mixolydian. No matter how many you have in there, you still only have between the C and the E shape is the only third you have, and it's the same for all 3 of them. So I tried that. All 3 have the C to E major third only between the C and the E. Okay? Just worthy of mention here, in the C box, okay, the open C box, you have the fourth is an E shape, and remember, we've got this third interval in between here, right? But that's 1, 4, 5 stuff. The fourth would be the E shape, certainly, that's coming from the F, almost the key of F, because when we're going in the tripentatonic boxes, I just look at them as 1, 4, 5. Okay, so we've got, and I realized if I superimpose the 3 pentatonics, I'd get the diatonic. But this E4, this could be from, you know, if you looked at it as just the E in the key of F, you know, that's where that would come from. Its C shape would be somewhere else, right? Because the C shape is the C-shaped root. So that kind of comes into play. Like, that's another interesting thing that I'll be looking at later on. So it's been a pretty good lesson so far. We've pretty much covered this chart, and we have the difference between caged and the magic circle, where caged is just the magic circle every other letter, C, A, G, E, D. So you can see, and it translates into whether tripentatonic cages are adjacent or whether they're overlapped. Caged are overlapped, and we can use this relationship to relate it with the magic circle, with the strings, and starting caged on different strings. That's what that's how I developed the magic circle and all that. So that we looked at also, and we looked at the function of this, or the reality of the missing fret and the magic fret, and also for the key of G flat. And remember that the magic fret is the 6th of the key that you're in. So it's been really good giving you a lesson today, and keep playing, keep watching, and, you know, stay hopeful. It'll all make sense. Thank you for watching.